I'm too fat, I'm never gonna lose weight, I'm 65, there's no way I'm gonna gain muscle at my age, or I've never worked out in my life, it's way too late to start working out. Alright guys, welcome to Miami Life and Fitness. In today's video, we're going to be talking about why people give excuses. And some of it really even is an excuse. They just really think that there's no hope for them, that they just can't get fit, they can't build muscle, and they can't get rid of the fat that they've accumulated over the years. This is something that I hear a lot from people in person, a lot from clients, consultations over the phone. I also want to give everybody a shout out to who I've been doing consultations for lately, my clients, the ones that have been buying my product on Amazon, and the ones that have signed up for the challenge at the beginning of the year. Also, Private MD Labs. Check your labs, guys. Check your labs, Private MD Labs. I'm going to put the code up in a little bit. But, okay, so here's the thing. Can you build muscle at any age? The myth is that you can't. But you really can. You really can build muscle at any age. Sure, there are some variations and there's some key factors that go into if you can build muscle and how quickly you can build it and how you actually get to building muscle and decreasing the body fat. There are key factors that need to be aligned that is way beyond food before you even get into that. But I want to let everybody know that there is hope. There's hope for the people that are in their 20s and 30s that are completely overweight, that have never worked out. And there's hope for the people that are in their 50s and 60s, you know, that say, oh, I'm never going to have muscle like I did when I was in my 30s, blah, 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 blah. It's too late for me, blah, 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 blah. Listen, the reality is it's never too late. There's always time to make a change. The real key factor is that people are just lazy and they really don't want to put in the work to get it done. So they use an excuse of, I'm too old, I'm too fat, I've never exercised and I've gotten way out of shape. That's just an excuse that you can't make it there. But in reality, if you focus and you set a plan and just execute it on day one, it doesn't have to be January 1st, it doesn't have to be on my birthday or on my anniversary, whatever your day is. It's not a specific day to start. Just start. Just start. The key factors are these. You have to have your hormones balanced. Without your hormones balanced, you're not going to get anywhere. I don't care how many, if you eat salad every day, I don't care how many pieces of carrots or asparagus you eat and how many pieces of chicken, you're not going to get anywhere. Your hormones need to be balanced first. Your diet needs to be in check, and this does not mean protein and salads. Ladies, protein and salads, no. And 3, your training needs to be in check. Again, ladies with the 10-pound weights, not gonna happen, okay? Those are the 3 things that need to be aligned. And then of course, if you need TRT or HRT in order to rebalance your hormones, and that's going to be step 4, and that's when you start adding in the anabolics or the hormones. So all of these things need to be aligned first, and everybody's different. Some people may get fit in the next 3 to 6 months, and some people it will take 4 to 5 years. It does take long for the people that have gotten themselves that out of shape, or that are a little bit older and they need more time to recover. Again, this is where peptides and hormones come in, because they will speed up your recovery time and you can get in the gym faster and lift more weight. So let's start first with the hormones. A lot of people are really scared to get into a hormone therapy regimen. I don't know why. I spoke to some guy this morning. He's one of my neighbors, and we actually had a conversation as I was walking out the door, and he's from Brazil, and the guy is, I think, 50. And I actually thought he was older. Don't tell him I said that. But he said he was, I think, 49 or 50. And he said he was scared to get on anabolics. Now, he had a doctor friend of his tell him that he needs to get on TRT. And his brother, he's mentioned that his brother also told him that he needs to get on a TRT regimen, that he needs to check his hormones. So even without even talking to me, he had 2 other people, males in his life, significant people, tell him that this is what he has to do. And even as I was telling him that, after he expressed with the people that he has spoken to, he said, you know, I just want to check my hormones first, and I just want to see what my body can do. Listen, your body apparently can't do anything. Your body's not doing anything. Your body is failing you. Your body is failing you. And the reason why it's failing you is because it's not balanced. If something is not balanced, it is going to fail, break down, shut down, etc. That's the key factor. So you need to have your hormones restored and balanced. So, and I don't care if you're 30, I don't care if you're 50. People's hormones get unbalanced at any given age. That's just why you have to go get your labs done. And then depending on your lab, so that people don't play guessing games because we're not David Copperfield, then you can go by where your testosterone levels are or where your estrogen levels are, your free test, your progesterone, and you start balancing them from there so that you know exactly how much testosterone to take. Ladies, for you, it's the same thing because some of us need a little bit of testosterone and a little bit of some estradiol, some synthetic estradiol, so that we can increase the estrogen if we are going through menopause, or for those women that have had a hysterectomy and of course their body no longer produces it. So that's going to be step 1, hormones. All right, guys, step two. Factor number 2 is going to be your nutrition, your food, your diet. A lot of people, actually 99% of the people whom I speak with, and it's really all, I'm going to say 99% of women that I speak with, 99% of women are guilty of telling me and telling the world and actually thinking that protein and vegetables is eating clean. Protein and vegetables is actually starving yourself. You can call it clean if you want to. You can call it, I don't eat carbs. You can call it whatever you want. It's called starving yourself. Your body needs a balance of 2 things, protein and carbs. Carbs give you energy. They are your glucose. They fill up the glycogen in your muscles to keep the muscles full. And they also are what feeds your brain. Your brain relies on glucose for the energy to give yourself energy throughout the day so you can go on with your daily tasks. So that is the first thing. It is not vegetables, it is not carrots, it's not asparagus, it's not broccoli, it's not sweet peas or what have you. It is carbs and proteins. If you want to add a little bit of vegetables, fine, but again, they are not necessary. It's a micronutrient and it is a marketing strategy that comes from the 1950s, so quite a few decades ago, and it was from the farming industry that we had to have vegetables. And this is just so that farmers can build, produce, and sell their vegetables. It is a marketing tactic all the way back from the 50s. So we have to get our mind from this marketing tactic, get our minds that we were sold a false dream that we have to eat vegetables. Vegetables are not necessary. Muscles don't grow from vegetables. Muscles grow from carbs. What this means is every person has to know exactly what they should be eating at every meal, the amount of protein and the amount of carbs. And don't give me this, oh, I need to eat 2 grams of protein per pound and a pound. Listen, I eat less amount of what I weigh in grams of protein a day, and I'm perfectly fine. I eat way more carbs than protein because protein is necessary, but carbs is really what fills you, keeps your muscles anabolic, keeps the muscles full, and it's really what the muscles need. Now, if you are overweight, obviously you're not going to eat more carbs and protein, but they're still necessary, and they are the taxi cab, and they are the ones, since they are the energy source, they are the ones that deliver the nutrients to all of the cells, deliver the protein and the rest of the glucose to the muscle. They are the transporter. So, once we get a grasp on the diet, and once we get a grasp that we have to have carbohydrates at every meal, then you can slowly embrace your portions. And the portions is a big deal because my portions are not going to be the same as yours. My mom's portions are not the same as mine. There's different kind of portions by the way we were raised, by the way that we're used to eating, by the way that your family eats, the types of food your family buys. If you're living in a household and you're trying to lose weight and your husband or your wife, and I hear this, oh, I have to buy this for my kids. Oh, I eat it because I buy it for my kids. You don't have to eat it. If you buy gummy bears and roll-ups and I don't know what else kids eat. I mean, I wouldn't feed my kids that garbage, but Tootsie Pops and, you know, all those sweet little Debbie snacks and all those little snacks that are really just full of processed sugar. Don't give me the excuse that, oh, I eat it because they're there because I buy them for my kids. It doesn't matter. Do you wear your kids' underwear? You don't wear your kids' underwear, so you can say, oh, I bought them for my kids. You bought them for your kids too, but you don't wear your kids' underwear. So just because you buy something for your kids does not mean you have to eat it. You need to focus on your food, cook your food, and cook their food. And I don't want to hear that I don't have time. You cook everybody's food together and then you divide it into different portions. And if they're going to have a snack of whatever Debbie snack or one of those sweet little Swiss rolls, then that's fine, but you need to stay away from that. And until you get to 10% body fat, then you can't have that Debbie snack or the Swiss roll. But the diet is going to be an important factor, a key factor, a crucial factor into dieting down, losing weight, losing fat, And now we're getting into step 3 of building muscle, and this is where your training comes in. All right, so the third key factor is gonna be your training, your fitness, your activity level, and what you actually do to build muscle and lose weight. Some people do CrossFit, some people run, some people do a combination of yoga and running, some people do walking and CrossFit, some people do yoga and CrossFit, some people lift weights. It really doesn't matter what you do, but to me, I respect people who just maintain a level of activity in order for them to stay fit and burn their calories. So you can ride bikes for 5 miles a day. Hey, riding bikes is great. It's fun. You get to see nature, you're outside, you're inhaling the fresh air, you have time to clear your thoughts, de-stress, think about a project that you're working on, think about something that you're gonna do, a goal that you have. It's a time to clear your mind. Same thing as if you're running, if you're walking, doing yoga, what have you. All those things are important and they're essential. For those that are on a different type of level, those that do CrossFit, where you're actually lifting weights and bench pressing and doing sit-ups and pull-ups and deadlifts and squats and whatever you're doing when you're CrossFitting, those are the types of things that are gonna allow you to build muscle. And then on a different level is when you're bodybuilding, and not even to get to what I look like or any professional athlete. We're not talking about looking like a bodybuilder, we're just talking about the way a bodybuilder lifts weights, which is heavy and intense. The only way to grow your muscle and to stimulate the muscle fibers is by lifting heavy and intense. You're not gonna gain any muscle by lifting 10 pounds. Ladies, you're not gonna gain any muscle by lifting 10 pounds. Men, 20-pound dumbbells, that's not gonna do it for you either. So ladies, pick up a 20 and men pick up a 40 or a 50. And you also need to make sure that you're using the correct technique, the right machines, performing the exercise correctly, going slow, controlling the move, not rushing the rep, and actually doing intense movements. If you're not doing this, you're probably not exercising correctly and training correctly. Oh, and I didn't forget those of you that I see in the gym that have been there for an hour. I get there. I do my entire 4 to 5 exercises heavy. I go to the bathroom, wash my hands, check my parking pass, and the people are still on the floor working out, the same people when I walked in. This is called overtraining. If you're in the gym for 2 hours, you are overtraining, which means you are not training properly, which means you're not going to be able to build muscle and you're not going to be able to recover and recuperate. You don't have to be in the gym for 2 hours. You're wasting time, you're showing off, it's just not necessary. You're not gonna get the results that you want. 4 to 5 to 6 exercises executed properly with heavy weights is what's going to allow you to get definition and to build nice round muscle and get lean, and thus increase the testosterone level and burn fat and push the fat out of the way. This is how everything comes together. Now, for those of you, as we talked about, one kind of goes with 4. One goes with 4. Balancing the hormones. If you need to get on a hormone regimen, men, ladies, it doesn't matter, then you need to do it. If your body is no longer produces it, that means you need to give it. Okay? If your car has no more gasoline, you need to put gas. If your refrigerator is empty, you need to fill it up with food. If you don't have any more soap in the bathroom to wash your hands, you have to put in a new container. Everything is emptied and it needs to be refilled, reloaded, whatever you want to call it, llenar el pomo. You need to refill the tank. Okay, and if our tank is at 0 or at 200 or 300 testosterone levels, men, then we need to fill the tank so that you can feel good, feel like a man, and not get the risk of getting all these diseases from having low testosterone. So we need to just embrace the fact of balancing the hormones, eating correctly, and training correctly in order to reach the desired results, which is gaining muscle, getting lean. Also, if you don't know where to go for labs, and if your insurance company, doctor, PCP, it's not going to do it because they won't, then go to Private MD Labs below. Super easy website, lots of plans, really user friendly. Use my code Miami for a 15% off. Put it in the cart, pay, and you get your script and just walk and get them done. You get your results in like 3 or 4 days. It's as easy as that. No one's gonna harass you, no hassle, no question, nothing. And I haven't forgotten, for those of you that wanna do the 5-day free, 5-day de gratis challenge in the beginning of January, after everybody has done their little party for the first of the year, In the beginning of January, probably the second week, I'm going to be providing a 5-day free challenge, 1 hour a day for 5 days, Monday through Friday, to talk with me. And we're going to be talking about different types of topic, from training to nutrition to hormones to anabolics, how to eat for those of you that are training for a competition or not. And then on the 5th day is probably going to be an open day where we're just going to have an open discussion about any type of question. So don't forget, it's super easy. All you have to do is click this link below. It's going to be in 2 spots. One, click more underneath each video, and you'll see the link for the 5-day challenge, Miami Life and Fitness Challenge. Or you can go to my About page where it's about me and about the channel, and it'll also be right there as well. So there's 2 places where you can actually link, and all you have to do is takes 2 seconds. All you gotta do is click join and put your email right here that you wanna be in so that you can save your spot, because you don't wanna miss a free challenge and free information for 5 days straight with me. Everyone have a great week, and we will see you soon. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe button, share with all of your friends, and comment below. Let's interact on what you do to lift, lose weight, and how do you feel about your hormones. Everyone have a great week.